Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is you haven't been in love. The scripture comes from Deuteronomy 18 and 14. The nations you will dispose. Listen to those who practice sorcery or divination. But as for you, the Lord your God has not permitted you to do so. The Lord your God will raise up for you a prophet like me from among you, from your fellow Israelites. You must listen to him. For this is what you asked of the Lord your God at Horeb on this day of the assembly when you said, let us not hear the voice of the Lord our God, nor see this great fire anymore, or we will die. So here's the message. God said, for somebody, he raised you up to be a prophet because there is someone that said that they wanted to hear the word of God. They wanted to hear what God wanted to say, but they wanted to hear it a specific way. Regardless if they wanted to hear it in a country accent, or if they wanted to hear it from somebody that grew up how they did, or if they wanted to hear it from somebody that looked like them, or if they wanted to hear it from somebody who experienced life from a real perspective, whatever it is, God said it is somebody that wanted to hear the prophecy. And I feel like this message is for there are some people that will, say, well, I don't think you really got love like that. I don't think people really care about you like that. In reality, even if it's just one person that took out the time, effort, and energy to go to God and say, I want to hear a message for me specifically. And I want to hear it from somebody that reminds me, looks like me, looks similar. I want them to look completely different from me. I want them to be a real person. I don't want it to be somebody that is like this big celebrity, or they you know what I'm saying, everybody in their lineage were Christians and they think they better than me. I don't want it to be somebody that look like, you know what I'm saying, they were raised in, I don't know how to say it. This is somebody that specifically prayed to God that they will receive messages from him, from a specific type of person. And God said he has raised a prophet for those that ask. He understands that it's some people that want the prophet that wears suits every day. He understands that it's some people that want a prophet that wrap their hair every day. There's some people that don't want no female prophet. They don't believe in female prophets. It got to be a man. I know I have met several men that had no problem telling me they don't believe that a woman should be leading the church. They don't believe a woman should be ministering. They don't believe a woman should this, that, and the third. But in reality, I listen to God, not man. I'm not really concerned with what man think. And it is what it is. Everybody got their opinions. Everybody gonna feel how they want to feel. That might be part of the reason why, you know what I'm saying, somebody tried to send some, you know what I'm saying? It could be. It could be some men that feel some kind of way because how dare a woman take out the time, effort, and energy to glorify God every day? Who does she think she is? She needs to be doing something else. Let us find something to do. Baby, ain't it wild? You know what I'm saying? You never know. And I really feel like that's pathetic. Like, why in the world? It ain't even, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm not the first female prophet. There are several other female prophets on YouTube that have way larger followings than me. So why am I being singled out and targeted? Why am I being harassed? Why am I being stalked? Why am I, you know what I'm saying? That's just weird. Why is it me that they think I need to do this and I need to do that? I need to, no. No, boo. I don't need to do nothing but what God told me to do. And that's it. And that's what I'm going to do. God, like, yeah, that way. Tell them. Like, see, like, that's what I'm going to do. It's what God told me to do. And it is what it is. And that's just what it is. And I feel like that's the message. God said this is somebody they wondering why this part they either wondering why somebody was chose, they wondering why did God choose this person, why won't God allow them to do this, that, and the third, because that part of the message did come out about, you know what I'm saying, what you like possibly hypothetically, and that's a possibility. It could be somebody that felt some kind of way and wanted to hire somebody to come and get rid of me because they sick of it. And how dare I take out the time, effort, and energy to glorify God? I need to be selling myself somewhere. No, boo. And that's wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. If anything, the only way you know what I'm saying, me retiring is, first of all, God telling me to. Second of all, me being married with some babies somewhere. That's it. I'm not finna sell myself to nobody. Cause I don't want to. I don't want to. No. I know. If I lay down with anybody, it's gonna be because I want to. Anyways. Anyways, like, no, 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 no. We ain't gonna do that. Anyways, that's the message. God said, for whoever this is for, you wondering why somebody was chosen. It could be a situation where you wondering why them specifically, why them, and this, that, and the third. Maybe you heard this, or you think that, you feel this way, you feel that way. God said He chose them because there is somebody that asked for a prophet just like them. And that's just what it is. And you know what I'm saying? I don't have the answers as to why He didn't choose you. Because in reality, who's to say, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the only prophet. And every prophet is not on YouTube. Every prophet don't have a church. But that depends on what God chose you to do specifically. So it shouldn't, you can't, like, in reality, you cannot, first of all, you shouldn't even question God. Because a lot of people that be, you know what I'm saying, fantasizing about what they would do and how they would live their life if they had even to what I got going on. Don't even realize how dangerous it is. Don't even realize the risk, the stress, you know what I'm saying, paranoia. It is like, it's a lie. And that's just what it is. It's a lie. And then for somebody, this is God said there is somebody that keep on asking Him this. He is not using you because you are already compromised. You already got something going on to where you can't say certain things. And God can't use nobody that can't say what He said. When God is using somebody, they only oath is, my only oath is to God. Y'all peep, after I had put that message up on YouTube saying that I serve the one true God, the King of Kings, the one true God, Elohim, and I serve Him and only Him, like literally at that moment, that's when them people started coming after me. When I said that. But that's like, that's my oath. My oath is to God. And I know that's not everybody, portion. I know it's some people that got other stuff going on. Do your thing. But I'm answering somebody prayer, somebody question. Somebody keep asking God why He don't choose you, why He don't speak to you, why He don't this, why He don't that. You already got other stuff going on. God said you don't even have space for Him there. What if He come to you and tell you to say something that goes against whatever practices, or it goes against whatever rules, or it go against this, that, and the third? I've seen so many videos of people that were chosen by God, but guess what? They had to denounce they sororities, fraternities, people denouncing. They have to denounce that stuff. It's not a situation where you just, you know what I'm saying? You can't step. You gotta choose which God you gonna serve. You can't serve both. And even if you feel in your heart that you ain't doing nothing wrong, I'm just that's what God said. No, don't get mad at the messenger. That's what God said. In His eyes, it's some stuff going on with whatever you got going on that ain't right, and that's just what it is. And last but not least, it's somebody that's wondering why God didn't choose them. God said, whoever it is that this person you wondering why would they, why them, why did God choose them? You are deliberately going out your way trying to cause this person harm, trying to cause bad things to happen to this person. You trying to tear this person down just because you see that God chose them. And simultaneously, you are actually going to God asking Him why He needs to choose you. You can't bully God into choosing you. You can't bully God into speaking to you. And you going after somebody that He chose as a prophet, you only like writing a check for yourself. You basically putting yourself in a position to where you are enemy to God, and then telling Him, well, hey, I want to work with you. He ain't really interested in working with you right now because you have made it very clear that, like, how are you following? God said you don't even follow orders. How He gonna use you? He the chief in command. He the boss. I don't do nothing but what God tell me to do. I don't say nothing but what God tell me to say. I move the way God tell me to move. So when it come down to it, He the boss. I'm a boss in my own little, you know what I'm saying, my own right a little bit. But in reality, God is my boss. God said, like, He run that. And you have to understand, it can't be both. It can't be a situation where you telling God that you want to hear from Him, you want to do this, you want to do all these things. But when He is actually speaking to you, telling you not to do certain things, you insist on doing it anyway. How do you expect Him to use you? And you won't even allow yourself to be used. Think about it. If He's telling you not to do something, ain't He using you? If He's telling you to do something, isn't He using you? He's just not using you in the way that you think He should. But you don't even like, I feel like this is somebody you don't even realize when He is using you. You get mad about it. And you want to be used a certain way. Like, this is reminding me, I knew somebody that we were both in serious relationships. My ex bought me a purse for Valentine's Day. Her ex bought her some J's for Valentine's Day. In the end, they both spent about the same amount of money for what we received. I love purses. She loves shoes. She was like, she wished she would have got what I got. And I was like, I mean, I feel like she don't really express that because when she have her own check, she don't go and buy no purses. So why in the world, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like God is saying, this is somebody you ain't even wanted until you saw somebody else with it. And now you sitting up here trying to take this person, beat this person up, ruin a person's life, go after the attack, and take somebody's life behind a gift that you ain't even know about. You, like, this is somebody, and it may not even just be the gift. You may have the same gift. But it's somebody that is like really mad because they found out whatever it is somebody else have. Maybe it's the way they give being used. I don't know. But God said that is wild. That you coming to Him, asking Him to use you while simultaneously attacking somebody that He is using. God said He using them for a reason. It ain't right for you to like feel some kind of way and get mad and feel like you need to come after them and this, that, and that's messed up. And that's the message. Like, that's the message. Like, this is somebody was chosen. They was chosen for a reason. And whoever you are, whatever it is that you were chosen for, you were chosen for it for a reason. It ain't always gonna be what you think, and it ain't always gonna be what you want. But I feel like sometimes when you take a step back and look at the way God has moved in your life, it will cause you to realize that He has used you. He just didn't use you the way that you thought or the way that you may have desired. But it doesn't mean that you don't get recognition for being used. It don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, that you just being left out in the cold. Like, I just feel like God has something for everybody. Everybody life is intended to be, you know what I'm saying, the way it's intended to be. And it's okay. Anyways, that's the message, y'all. I feel like that went on for a minute, but that's the message, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I feel like God said, in reality, this somebody that has been used by God. Is being used by God. And it shouldn't be a situation where you're looking at the way somebody else is being used and getting upset. And you know what I'm saying? I just feel like you have to talk to God, like, and you have to understand that He running everything. And I really just feel like I can't even keep going because I feel like in reality, God shouldn't have to explain Himself, and that's how He feels. That's the most explanation that He is going to give you because He is God. And it's not to say that He don't love you, but in reality, you can't control how He used you. I can't even control how He used me. I can't. I can't control how He used me. And that's just me being real. I halfway feel like it's like, and I'm going to say it because God leading me to, but I halfway feel like if I would have stopped recording as soon as I had left, the first mind told me I might have been able to be at peace. But my second mind told no. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it seemed like they had my ID or my name. It's like somebody has sent like my name, my picture, or something, my driver's license number, something. Because it seemed like every time I stayed somewhere, the second night it was problems. And what's wild to me is if I would have stopped recording, it probably would have been worse. To be real, just being real, baby, because it was so many nights y'all say, but y'all don't even understand. So it's just like, it's wild to me though. But you know what I'm saying? In reality, you can't get mad at the way that God decide that He gonna use you, and it don't mean that He ain't. It don't mean that just because you're not being used in the same way as somebody else, it doesn't mean that God isn't using you in any shape, form, or fashion. And just like you see that person receive blessings for using whatever gift that God has given them, God is going to give you blessings for using the gifts that He has given you. We are all different. Everybody is unique. And there's nothing wrong with admiring somebody else's gifts and talents. But don't forget to look at your own. Don't forget about your own. Because in reality, it's some people that are talented with a voice. Some people are talented, they're creative. some people are just like, you know what I'm saying? They can design, like create beats like out of nowhere, out of thin air, like literally. Like there are so many different kinds of talents, and I don't understand. I just feel like for whoever this is for, God said, don't just be sitting around stuck, lingering and wondering why God didn't give you one specific talent when you possibly have a whole different talent going on. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. Anyways, that's the message, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.